going on, guys? Well, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Let's see here. Now I'm going to go over some scenarios here. I'll do another mock draft in the next couple days. So, top priority, obviously, I think everybody's believing this. Now, maybe it's not the top priority for the team. Theirs might be running back. Theirs might be receiver if they lose on George Pickens, if they don't retain him. Might be corner. I'll have that in my next draft. But obviously, top priority. I mean, you could throw linebacker in there. Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, C.J. Allen. There's some other ones. Goldie or whatever his name is, out of Cincinnati. But let's stick with edge rusher. So you got Ruben Bain. I have him going 3rd overall. He's first ranked edge rusher out of Miami, 6'3", 275. We'll find out coming up. Combine, all that, what he is actually size-wise. Maybe. Number 2, T.J. Parker out of Clemson. Had a down year, but 6'3", 6'4", 265 out of Clemson. He's 17th ranked overall. Overall just means out of corners, quarterbacks, linebackers, defensive tackles, receivers, tight end, all that. Safeties. That is another priority as well. But for right now, we'll stick with edge rushers. Cassius Howe, I have ranked 18th, 3rd overall, and edge rusher 6'4", 245, Texas A&M. Like him a lot. He reminds me a lot, probably the most, of Micah Parsons as far as his speed, his bend, his ability to get around the corner quickly. Good in coverage, and not where he differs from Micah, he can set the edge. He's good in the run game. Needs some polishing here and there, but I mean, he's a lot better than Micah in the run game. 4 would be David Bailey at Texas Tech, 6'3", 6'4", 250. Now, this is even better as far as Cassius Howe and Bailey, because it looks like we'll probably be doing a 3-4 base scheme with Christian Parker, since that's what Vic Fangio ran. I'm assuming he's going to run a similar defense. Don't know for sure. 5 is Romello Height, 6'3", 240 out of Texas Tech. 6, Danny Dennis Sutton out of Penn State, 6'4", 266. All really good players. 7 would be Gabe Jackas at Illinois. Then Joshua Josephs at 8 at Tennessee. R. Mason Thomas at Oklahoma at number 9. And number 10 would be Derek Moore out of Michigan. So you also have guys like Caden Curry, who would be good. Zion Young out of Missouri. Patrick Payton at LSU. Max Lewin out of Iowa would also be good. I like him a lot. He's my 15th ranked, 109th overall, so 3rd roundish, almost 4th round. Trey Moore out of Texas. Some later round guys, like later round. Wesley Williams out of Duke. Jack Pyburn out of LSU. Mason Rager out of Wisconsin. Cian Sloan out of NC State. Vincent Anthony out of Duke. Eric O'Neal out of Rutgers. Michael Heldman out of Central Michigan. Clay Patterson out of Stanford. Eddie Walls III out of Houston. Keyshawn James Noby, I guess that's how you pronounce it, out of New Mexico. Nathan Voorhees, or Voorhees maybe, out of Ball State. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Quintavious Hutchins out of Boston College. Donovan Ezekuru. Aiden Hubbard out of Northwestern. Ben Ball out of Virginia Tech. Or Bell, sorry. Isaiah Glasgow out of BYU. Daniel Rickert out of Virginia. So there's plenty of guys, and there's guys that are going to make a impact no matter what. Now this is assuming we don't trade possibilities, free agency possibilities. Free agency, it's not horrible, but it's not great either. Trying to get back to my free agency list here. Let's get at it because I got too many tabs saved on here on my note sheets. So let's see here. And you could fill some linebacker holes. One guy I really like at the linebacker position, and as a steal from a competitor, fierce competitor of ours, is Michael McFadden. If he's healthy, if he's able to get back on the field from the New York Giants. We can get him and Reed Blankenship. Blankenship, the safety from the Eagles, coming on over with his buddy Christian Parker. And Michael McFadden coming over at the linebacker spot. Maybe you retain Jack Sanborn. Maybe you don't. That would be pretty awesome, I think. But you got Trey Hendrickson is the big fish, obviously, in free agency. If he's healthy, you can get him. Hassan Reddick would be good if we could get him, I guess. I don't know how much he's going to cost. If you're going to have some problems with him. Joey Bosa, even though he's banged up, he's still got something left. He's only 30, so he's actually younger than Hendrickson, but he's had a lot more injuries pile up than Henderson. Not as productive later in his career as Henderson. Malcolm Kuntz out of the Raiders. Leonard Floyd. Joseph Asai from the Bengals, maybe. Dante Fowler, you could bring him back. AJ Epineza. Joe Tryon. I mean, we've been over this before. Kwity Paye, maybe. Kalavion Chasen, maybe, if you run the 3-4. Then you got Peyton Turner, who's played in that system before in New Orleans. Marcus Davenport, maybe. Boy Mafe. He might be expensive. David Ajabu, I've mentioned him. So, Sam Williams, maybe, if you bring him back cheap. Al-Quaid Muhammad. Cam Thomas has played in that system before. Cam Sample. I'm going more to younger guys. If you want to fill a hole and fill it well. If not them, well, what were your options? Trade. The obvious candidate is Max Crosby. I mean, that's painfully obvious. You got guys from the Packers you could get as well. Kingsley Enagbare is a free agent. Restricted free agents: Brenton Cox Jr., Marquise Watts, Bo Richter out of Minnesota, Carl Jones out of Baltimore, Nick Hampton out of LA, Thomas Booker, Charles Snowden, Dondrea Tillman out of Denver, Aaron Mosby out of Green Bay, Robert Beal from San Francisco. But the obvious candidate is Max Crosby. But you could also bring in Jalen Phillips as a free agent from the Eagles. You also have TJ Watt you could trade for, I guess, if they don't release him. I don't know what's going to happen there. You got the guys on the Jets. Trying to think of guys on the Jets you could... There were some guys they were looking at trying to bring in. Michael Clemens is a free agent. Not the biggest name. Braden McGregor, you could bring him in, I guess. Trade for him. Wouldn't cost you as much. Eric Watts. Jermaine Johnson. Thought he might get traded to the Cowboys. Didn't happen. Will McDonald, of course, would be another one. So, yeah. We have to, Will McDonald the fifth. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, who you want to trade for or get in free agency. And then, of course, I just told you all about the draft. The certain guys you could get. Obviously, Ruben Bay would be nice, but Cassius Howell right now is my pick. Unless the safety from Ohio State is there. If not one of those two, then the safety out of Oregon or two of the linebackers from Ohio State or C.J. Allen, Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese, one of those guys, especially if we run a 3-4. So, love y'all. Catch you on the next video. Peace.